This is Minnesota.
A number of shootings and a homicide over the 4th of July weekend involving Somali gangs. On Wilson Street in Minneapolis, the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office says a Wilmer soccer coach was killed as part of Somali gang violence, but the problem didn't start there.
This last weekend we were at the Juice Time in Arden Hills. There was 300 young Somali kids there, and some of them were gangsters, and we had a number of us law enforcement officers there that curtailed their activity, but 2 hours later they were shooting someone over in northeast Minneapolis, same group.
Fletcher and his investigators say Somali gang violence is growing fast and spans the metro, with 12 Somali gangs from Minneapolis and St. Paul to St. Cloud to Apple Valley and Burnsville. Ramsey County tracking the violence within the Somali community. The majority of it is gun violence.
Yes, we had an incident over the weekend in Minneapolis where an innocent young man from Woodbury was shot, and he's in the hospital right now fighting for his life. And it's causing a lot of problem for the community.
Boy, he looks a lot like the same guys that are doing the shooting, don't he? I wondered maybe there should be a little issue with that. Maybe they're looking the other way. Wonder what else is going on inside their little community with these Somalis.
So we have Somali gang members now. We have Somali terrorists in Minneapolis. Let's see, here's one of the gang members, and here's some more of those gang members. Now, these look like definitely upstanding citizens that we want to import into America as per the Democrat Party. They're fighting very hard to keep these Somalis in America, and what you're going to realize is they are way more violent than this news report is making them out to be. Here is the actual data on this. So, according to statistics, they have been tracking these 12 gangs across Minnesota. And take a look at this. Just in the last 2 years, they have committed 14 homicides and over 100 shootings. These are people who should not even be in the country. And they have formed 12 gangs that have been tracked so far and committed over 100 shootings and killed over 14 people. I think the Democrat Party and their politicians should be held criminally liable alongside these gang members.
I believe you're right. I believe a bunch of people should be held liable. That is in Applewood Valley and Burnsville, St. Paul to St. Cloud. It's looked like it's everywhere. Looked like they've taken over. Even your city councils, your police departments starting to look a lot like Londonistan. See what we got here. It's pretty interesting. I can't wait to start seeing this happening. What we got there.
She's got like a bag or something around. She's got it.
She caught the bird.
She's got it.
Look like she snapped its neck, maybe, or maybe she.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing with that seagull?
What are you doing with that seagull? It's already dead. She gonna tell.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, you wanna come go? Can't hit him. She's not trying to.
Can you believe that? She chased down a seagull, broke its neck, shoved it in a bag, and take it home, I guess, and eat it. And they're getting all that free housing and more money than the people in England get. I've wondered, it kind of crossed my mind, like when I watched some of those videos on, Indian and African countries and shit, especially where these Muslims are. You ever notice that there's no animals or pets or even birds around? I guess we know why now, huh? What we got here, more enrichment. See here.
Do you kids know this man? No? Leave him alone. But leave him alone. I'm going to be parked right there. I'm going to see you. He said to them, do you want to take a selfie? No, they don't want to take a selfie. Go away. Leave him alone.
We don't.
wanted to take a selfie with your little daughters. Look at that. Look at how old these girls are, like third grade, fourth grade. You would think with the reports that had come out that they would station police at every school. You would think that the parents would be telling these little girls, especially of certain species, to not be around them. You get the hell away. You run right to a teacher, and you'd think, being this is a school, that there would be teachers around. That's something else I'm not noticing, are teachers. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but when I was in school, the teachers stood right out there. You played on the park, and there was usually a male out there, and there were other men that worked in there, and you wouldn't be able to get too close to anybody, even though they were a pretty good distance. They would already have you pegged out and already be walking towards you. But I don't know. This is not the world I was born up into, I can tell you that. Now, this is not in English, but what she's saying is, it's coming to Poland that I realize just how bad it is back home. A young Belgian woman who hasn't been in Krakow for 2 days, even in tight clothing. No whistling, no harassment, no leering looks, just respect. Back home, I'd get harassed every time I went out. The difference between night and day, it makes you think. Well, yeah, because you're invaded by a type of men that when they do whistle or whatever, you're probably not too into or attracted to, or else it'd be a whole nother story. Make no mistake about it. And the ones that are going after you are known to be absolute fucking predators. I wouldn't want to even live in an area like that if I had a pussy. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It would scare the hell out of me. Let's see what she says in her little cute accent, though.
Avec notre pays, nos pays comme la Belgique ou la France, parce que avec la même tenue, j'ai déjà sorti des milliers de fois dans la ville, notamment Bruxelles, avec une sorte de leggings larges comme ça, et du coup moulant. Et que ce soit Bruxelles, Liège, enfin des villes un peu plus grandes comme ça, je me faisais toujours siffler, klaxonner, harceler. Enfin, vraiment, tout y passe. Et là, je suis à Cracovie, en Pologne. Ça fait 2 jours maintenant que je me balade.
Well, not about enough of that. I've got another interesting story. It's real quick here. Here's this one, but I've got this here too. Let me, where is it? Okay, flight instructor jumps from plane and student has to land it. Bizarre fatal incident took place in Argentina. Got 2 paragraphs here to read real quick. It's a hard one to fathom. A flight instructor in Argentina jumped to his death mid-flight, forcing his stunned student to learn the aircraft on her own, reports CNN. She did so safely. The incident took place in Toledo last weekend. As first reported by the U.S. Sun, according to local media accounts, a 22-year-old female flying student said instructor Leandro Andres Bertazzo turned to her during the lesson and said, "You know what you have to do? Carry on." He then took off his headset, unbuckled the seatbelt, and jumped out of the Cessna 150. The 42-year-old was later found dead. The student, identified as Rosario, landed the plane without a hitch, though in complete shock, according to Eduardo Alvarez, director of the Flying Parrot Cordoba school. He had that Bertazzo had showed no sign he planned to take his own life. It's impossible to think about or understand it. Authorities are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death. Now, this sounds a little funny. We had to look at the relationship between the two. Did she take a needle and shove it in his vein and drug him up? You know what I mean? Did she throw him out? I mean, to just say something like, "You know what you have to do? Carry on." I mean, that's like some military spazzing out shit. I don't know, man. Sounds like a pretty wild story. I hope they keep reporting on it to find out exactly what happened, if it was an actual suicide. Quite the way to go. I mean, I guess, you know, he going out flying, so to speak. We also have another story. I don't know where it's at here. Nah, that's not it. I don't know where it is. All I can tell you is we don't want our women to be like this one that had to worry about getting attacked and raped and all this stuff. Let's face it, women love to be whistled at and attention and all that stuff, as long as it's the right men, of course. And the problem is that they're going around places where the men just they have respect more for a dog than they have for women, and they hate dogs. I'll just put it to you that way. Anyway, like, subscribe, help me out a little bit. Thank you.